Today was a really long day. Started out with, I think they were 40-mile-an-hour winds and thunderstorms. I rode about 500 miles. My first 500 miles got me to Boise, Idaho. Lauren, you took great care of me. Thanks a lot. Great having a place to stay there that night. And met Lael out salsa dancing. Showed me Boise a little bit. Thanks, guys. Day 2. Headed through Idaho towards Utah and into Utah. Ran out of gas in the middle of the desert. And the Mormon polygamous colony that, that I ended up stopping and asking for help from were not really happy to see me. They eventually figured that I was harmless and filled my tank up. Didn't ask for money. So much love to you Mormons.
It is really beautiful here. I'm on Ouray Canyon Road. This is absolutely beautiful. I really recommend coming through here. It's just a little bit outside of Grand Junction, Colorado, from Highway 50 to Highway 141, and this is pretty much motorcycling paradise. Wow. Okay, I'm on Ouray Road in Colorado. It's kind of look like an official place. And I knock on the wrong door, and a guy inside says, "If you're white, use the other door. If you ain't white, don't bother." Wow.
Even with that somewhat unsettling experience, the rest of the day was fantastic, complete with biker roadside diners, great new friends, good food, and beautiful scenery. Of all the places I visited on my trip, Mesa Verde in Colorado was by far the most spiritual. Hundreds of years ago, the Anasazi Indians built these cave dwellings without the use of any metal tools whatsoever. The atmosphere here was heavy. You could still feel their presence. Hey, so today's ending up really nicely. I was going to go down to Chaco Canyon in New Mexico, but I just didn't feel like going lower into the desert. I got a tip from these French guys on BMW motorcycles that there was this place called Ouray, and there was hot springs. There was a hotel, but there were hot springs underneath the hotel and a vapor cave, and they were awesome. They're like, "You will love it. You must go and see the caves. They are caves of vapor, and it is beautiful."
So high sounded good. High, yeah. And so now I'm going up into the mountains. I'm gonna head towards Boulder and probably spend the night in Ouray.
Along the way, I stopped through Durango, which was awesome. There was a biker rally, and I met some really cool people.
I'm in Durango!
And then went through some crazy windy mountain pass stuff. Hairpin turns. Sometimes I was speeding along at 80, 90, and sometimes I was doing like 10 miles an hour. I'm not gonna lie, some of them are pretty scary.
Yeah. Get your ass up and hurry up. Ice Cube, baby. 99, baby.
The room's pretty expensive. I think the place is called the Weinbaum Hotel, but room is about $130 a night. But it's really worth it because there's a natural hot springs pool, and then you go down underneath the hotel, and there's actually this crazy Pirates of the Caribbean looking cave. And the water in there is like 115 degrees, and this is a great way to end the day. Okay, so the light is pretty dim here, but you go through this, like, I don't know, there's all these spa rooms. Then we're gonna go in and out of this pretty quick. You go into the cave, and you can see it's crazy looking. I'm just gonna go in and out fast.
We're fogging up already.
Okay, all dressed up, feeling a lot more civilized. I'm gonna go check out the town and see what Ouray nightlife has to offer.
After dinner, I was lucky enough to meet Mick and Bubba. Bubba was a local, and Mick was an Irish guy from Chicago who was also on a motorcycle trip.
We're in, what's the town?
Ouray, Colorado.
We're in Ouray, Colorado, and this guy, what's your name?
My name is Mick. I'm from the south side of Chicago.
In Chicago, dude, normally I'm the one who's riding the furthest.
Yeah.
How many miles have you ridden?
Oh man, jeez, I gotta look. I don't even fucking know. I've been all over the state.
All right, it's like midnight or something. I went home to my hotel room, fell asleep, and then woke up. The couple next door was like screaming and having an argument, and then someone tried to come into my room, which was scary enough as it was. So I sort of just sat upright in bed, and then the door closed again, and I went out, looked around the hallway. Whoever it was had gone into another room, and then the couple next door to me started having really loud sex. So now I can't sleep, and I'm up walking down a deserted main street. I thought there was some more nightlife around here because I can't sleep. But anyway, it's really dead here. I don't know what I'm doing, but I just can't fucking sleep. Anyway. Okay, I knew there's a reason I got up. So I met the kids from Chicago again, the biker dudes, and turns out we're gonna get up tomorrow morning and go four-wheel driving up in the mountains to like deserted mining towns. So I'm glad that couple was making noise, because
Bubba, can you tell us something about four-wheel driving?
Well, I do tell you something, son. So for about 4 up here in these hills, it'll never be the same.
All right, so as promised, we're going four-wheel driving. We're here with Chicago and Bubba and Lori. We're talking about bears eating people and people eating people, and
ooh, we haven't got that right.
we will.
There was a group of people that came up this pass. This is during the 1800s. I can't exactly remember, but basically they got snowed in. Story goes, Packard left the group to go scouting, trying to figure out a way to get down to find food for the group. When he returned, his story was that he found one man had killed the others and was chopping them up and feeding on their flesh.
Are you blocking it?
He kills the other gentleman and then proceeds, well, they're already carved up, so he proceeds to start eating the flesh to survive. You know, by the springtime, they finally find him, find the remains. Obviously, he admits to being admitting to feasting on the others, and he...
Right outside of Ouray County in Colorado, up at about 10,500 feet. Just cruising around. We got Ireland in the house. Here we go. So we may win, but we will never be here again. Climbing in, take it easy. Where are we at, Lori?
I was forced.
And this is an abandoned mining town. Yeah, this is the inside of an abandoned mining house. You can see it's must have been really cold in the winters, but just going through room after room.
What's over here? And then way in the back, wonder what those were.
Lori, Bubba, Mick, and I decided to form a band. We needed an album cover, so it was photo shoot time.
I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love, love's going to leave me.
It had been a great day. We got back to town around 4 o'clock. There was still daylight left, so I got on my bike, said goodbye to the gang, and headed out. From there, the day got a little bit worse. As soon as I left, it was like I had stepped through a black hole. The day had been fantastic up until then, but all of a sudden the weather was bad. Winds were at 30 miles an hour and it was pouring rain. The weather was the least of my problems,
Well,
though.
that really sucks. I was just leaving, in between Ouray and Montrose, and my GPS fell off my bike. Now, normally, people could still navigate without one. Unfortunately for me, due to my eyesight condition, makes it pretty hard to tour without it, especially the 2,000 miles back home. So I'm trying to figure out what to do right now. Really sucks because I've had that GPS for 2 touring seasons and I really liked it. And I guess you're all wondering, if I have an eyesight condition, why am I touring on a motorcycle? Well, anyway, I'll figure it out. I'm going to probably try to download an app onto my iPhone, and a GPS app, and see what happens tomorrow.
My first generation hacked iPhone wasn't able to support any of the online GPS apps. It took a frustrating day and a half to find a Best Buy, buy a new smartphone, download the apps, and start my journey home. From there, things got a lot better.
Success. Looks like it's going to bring me back to Seattle.
Woohoo! Fuck yeah, I'm totally excited. Just barely made it here as the sun's going down, and I'm so happy to see this place. Oh, the little shit that gets you when you're out riding. These little victories when you get somewhere, when you're riding, they mean so much. It's stupid, but you know, just getting to a town is an accomplishment sometimes.
I suffer from a fairly rare condition called macular dystrophy, and it puts me right on the edge of being legally blind. It's stable now, although I have to wear special glasses when I ride my bike or drive a car. And I know that in the future I could go completely blind. I'm thankful for every opportunity that I have to ride my bike and explore America. It's such a beautiful country. I don't know if I believe in God. I know that I get a sense of peace out there on my own. I meet great people, and I always come back feeling refreshed. Life is good.
¿Puede tocarme uno?
Que no me conviene y como no es mi estilo, cambiaré de camino.